A decades-old leader's fall from grace. Portraits of the brother leader, Muammar al-Gaddafi, smashed and discarded in one of the Libyan colonel's most important institutions, the headquarters of the country's intelligence services. Rebel fighters are now in control. So much so, one of them relaxes on the bed of the notorious Libyan spy master Abdullah Sunusi, a compound holding some of the world's most sought-after secrets, now a rebel outpost.
The fact that I've been able to find so many secret documents at the office of the head of the intelligence services here indicates that Gaddafi's regime could have been caught unaware by the rebels' advance onto Tripoli.
But that didn't have to be the case. In a sealed envelope on Abdullah Sunusi's desk, Al Jazeera found these documents. They appear to be detailed briefings sent by one of Gaddafi's spies operating among the most senior of circles within the National Transitional Council and its army of rebels.
I now enjoy the full trust and confidence of the rebel leaders on the front lines and the NTC leaders in Benghazi and Tunisia.
The documents provide Gaddafi's forces with maps detailing key weapon sites across the Western Mountains and specifically the key town of Az-Zawiya. Az-Zawiya provided the rebels with a gateway into Tripoli. They name the rebel commanders who will lead the attack on Ghazaya and Az-Zawiya, together with how many fighters they command, the weapons they will use, and even the vehicles they will drive. Also in the documents, intelligence that the rebel fighters were using refugee camps set up by Qatar, the UAE and Kuwait on the Tunisian border to smuggle in weapons and pickup trucks.
There are 4x4 vehicles and pickup trucks hidden under tents in the Qatari, Emirati, and Kuwaiti aid camps in Tunisia. They are equipped with heavy weaponry. The Tunisian military is complicit in this, based on a deal struck between Qaid Asusi, the emirs of Qatar, Kuwait, and the UAE, and the NTC leader, Mustafa Abdul-Jalil. This is in return for favors promised by those Gulf countries. The head of the Tunisian army, Rashid Ammar, is witness to this deal.
The double agent who wrote this briefing also singled out names of NTC leaders, a target list for assassinations.
I suggest we carry out operations against leading figures within the National Transitional Council.
In return for all this information, this double agent had 3 simple demands: a luxurious car, preferably a BMW, a quote, exceptional amount of cash, and a Thuraya satellite phone to make sensitive phone calls with. Gaddafi's secret service also used intelligence provided by its embassies around the world to spy on Libyan expatriates supporting the opposition from abroad. This document provided by the embassy in Malta suggests that a number of Libyans who are alleged to have met with Goma Gomati, an NTC leader in London, should be kidnapped.
The above mentioned have hostile activities. Their traveling to Britain and meeting with Goma Gomati proves this.
Al Jazeera also uncovered documents that showed Gaddafi's spy network was able to intercept highly sensitive NTC emails, including those from Mahmoud Jibril, head of the NTC. This appears to be an email from the Foreign Ministry of Cyprus to leaders in Benghazi, outlining a planned visit by their government to the rebel stronghold. But Gaddafi might not have been the only one doing the spying. This intelligence officer, who actually worked in this building, claims that he was a double agent working for the rebel forces.
I was responsible for taking weapons from the storage in As-Sayyid Street and giving them to Gaddafi loyalists. But instead, I would take these weapons, conceal them in bags and take them to my own house. Then, in the middle of the night, I would take them to rebel forces in the towns of Qasr Khiyar and Alous to arm them.
Spying and espionage have always been a very dangerous game. Now that there are thousands of top-secret documents in rebel hands, many of them potentially damning of those within their own ranks, there is a real threat that this could trigger a spate of reprisals. Jamal Al-Shayal, Al Jazeera, Tripoli.